Oh, fuck. I think this was an add-on to the last one. It was something about 7 years. It was like, oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. It was like he was already elevated. He was waiting for her. But one never knows when that 7 years begins and ends. And sorry, I'm breathing heavy only because that's personally relevant for me as well. Oh God, some of these I'll tell you. Jiminy crickets. Can we just get back to what you were showing me? So yeah, it was like she was doing all she could to elevate, but sometimes it really isn't up to us. It's like when the blinders get lifted. I know this all sounds so weird and sometimes contradictory, but if I split off, I'm already starting to split, so let's not. And so he, I guess, got tired of waiting. And again, it's like, who knows or who knew that, right? It's like, you don't always necessarily know you're in that 7-year cycle. And it's like he decided to fall down right as she was rising up. Remember, that was how it ended. And I like screamed and got off. I was so upset. And so when they just showed more now, I think the message was more of, this is why you have to stay in your own alignment. This is why you can't leave your alignment. This is why, it's like the universe, your higher self, your direct connection always remains there. It's only us, the human side of us, the lower side of us, our south node, our devil self, our human self, our error self, our one who makes the mistakes to determine if we like it or not, but we're always connected to our higher self. So it's like we're just dangled down, but we're always safe. And it's kind of a fucked up imagery they're showing. Okay, can we please stay on track, please. Oh God, they're already splitting. Shit. What were we talking about? Oh, and so it was supposed to be, I think, like maybe that was the example for both of them. But I think it was maybe even more for him. It was like he got tired of waiting for her, so he fell off his alignment. But as soon as he did, she went up. But because he fell from his alignment, now he has to go through a fucking 7-year cycle. This is why they kept missing one another. And, fuck. It's like you do this. Okay, so this is so many lessons I feel like they're trying to show me or share with me here. It's like don't ever, it's like give up the hope on the other, but it's not that. It's like, don't ever see them as not capable. Don't ever see them as weak. It was like, oh God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get out what they're showing and how it feels. And I'm challenged with the words because I can feel his deep yearning and desire for her. And it's heartbreaking, but he loves her so much. He's willing to leave his alignment. But in doing so, he's seeing her as less than, he's seeing her as weak or incapable, but he's also just fucking tired of being by himself or waiting while she's struggling and attempting to get there. But she is getting there. It just seems like at a snail's pace, I suppose. And I don't know if he can see that or not. I don't know that he knows. It's so weird, the imagery they're showing, because it never really shows them together. And yet, ultimately, it is the implication and imagery that they're yearning for one another. But do they even know one another? I don't know. Or is this all supposed to represent the masculine and feminine within each of us has to balance out? Is that what, I mean, we could take this and spin it 100 billion different ways. So let me just keep telling you the visualization without my interpretation. And so, well, meanwhile, no, I'm about to go back to interpreting because I thought they were also implying like one more reason never to leave one's alignment, because when you're fully in alignment and you are seeing it from a higher vantage point, he should have been able to see her as fully competent and capable. That's where I'm confused. And that's where we keep tripping over, because I'm like, yeah, but he was yearning for her. his love for her was greater than his alignment. Holy shit. Well, he sure does love her. But in that mistake, right, in that slippage is his downfall. In that slippage is his downfall. Right? Because if he loved his alignment and himself more, even just a tad bit more, he could have stayed online just long enough. But that's such a shitty, I hate hearing that. I hate that because I don't like waiting. And I feel like I've been so patient. And it can be such a confusing thing, being patient and waiting. It's a fine line. It is. It really is. And because you can be so happy and at peace, and then it's essentially you're patient for what's coming in, and that's beautiful and blissful. But when you fall out of alignment and bliss, it feels like waiting. And then you, in that idea and in that feeling, it lowers you even more. For me anyway, right? It's like I no longer am happy and at bliss. It's like I might be focusing then on something. I'm lacking something. That's what happens. That's what happens when you become, it's like patient, where it's like you can be patient without recognizing you're being patient because you're not necessarily being patient for anything. You're happy living and in bliss, and you're moving towards what you desire. But it's like when you start to recognize you're being patient, it's like that thought alone gives this feeling of lack. And then all of a sudden you start to feel like you're waiting. And then all of a sudden, so it's like you just keep pulling yourself down. It's like ripping yourself from your own alignment in that thought. It sucks. You know why? Because of how they're relating this and showing this. Because they're showing it with this imagery, with this man who, so yeah, he was patiently waiting. That's funny. They're using it together. Patiently waiting. And which means he wasn't, what does it mean? So then he wasn't fully in alignment, right? Doesn't that mean that? Right? Like if you're patiently waiting, I don't know. What the hell do I know? I don't know. You can tell I'm not fully aligned because I'm upset by this. It's like, I want you to show me, I want to see all the couples that are meant to be linking up and matching beautifully, happily. Yes, I want to see them skipping and prancing and holding hands and making love and kissing on the street and dancing away. And yeah, that's right. Yes, I want the puppies and the rainbows. That's right. Yes. That is what I would like. That's right. Yes. Where do you have that? Such an annoying thing to hear, but it's the truth, and I know it's the truth, but I'm annoyed because I'm not fully in alignment. That's the point. That's the point. When you slip from your alignment, it's like you're the fallen angel, right? You fell down and bumped your little head, but then you miss out on your blessings when you leave your alignment, right? Because you start to see things incorrectly. You start to see that you're waiting, or you start to see that it's like you stop having fun and stop living in the present moment. It's like you start living from lack, right? Because you start to see that you're missing things. But that's the illusion. That's lack. That's lies. That's falsehood, right? It's like, because when you're fully aligned, you lack for nothing. And everything's just bliss. Everything's just icing on the top, right? It's just extra. But when we start to get confused, or we bump our little heads, or we buy into the illusion, or we start to lie to ourselves, saying we're lacking something, I am out of alignment because I'm so irritated every time they say that. I am so irritated every time they show me that. I get really agitated because it can be challenging to hear that. And maybe it's because I'm out of my alignment, right? Like, it's like two truths can be true, right? Like, I can be fully aligned and still desire that outside myself. It's the idea of what you were showing me with eat whatever I want. I can indulge in whatever I want because I know I can fill myself up. So it is that idea of they can come and go, but I can have fun, but I know what I want too. So it's having that discernment. But it is also but don't restrain yourself or restrict yourself from having what it is you desire, because it is like then you can miss out on living, right? Like indulging, having fun. Fuck. I think this is all probably a big lesson for me, to be honest. It has to be, because I'm unclear on it all. So this is a problem for me, right? So I don't know how helpful it is for anybody else. Maybe it's helpful for you to hear my confusion and delusion, because sometimes when you hear somebody else's confusion and delusion, you can see clearly my problem that I can't see clearly, right? And so then you can be like, oh, yeah, she has this problem. And then you can see if you're having the same problem, but you were able to solve it because you either already solved it for yourself or you solved the problem in me, so you can fix it in you. I think my problem is this denying oneself based on an old rhetoric, an old timeline of it wasn't allowed, or it wasn't okay, or it wasn't acceptable. And it wasn't then. And it shouldn't have, oh God, okay, help me say that. It couldn't have been then. It needed to be not okay then, because I didn't have the discernment then, because I was believing that outside myself would somehow fill up inside myself. So indulging in it then with that mentality would have been the idea of taboo. It would have been that the idea of it would have been bad for me. It would have been toxic. It would have been bad. But now that I can fill up from the inside out, that same indulgence, if I still desire it, I'm not going to attach anything to it, right? It's like I can enjoy it for enjoying it, but I don't believe it does anything other than add to my enjoyment. That's it. That's it. So it's different. Like now, that same indulgement, if it ended up disappearing, it's fine. I chose to indulge in it because it would have made me happy in that time. And not that I want instant, because I have to know me well enough to know if it's serving me or if I'm just taking an instant. So, all that discernment has to come into play. But it's the bigger overarching understanding that I'm the one choosing, I'm the one deciding, I'm the one filling up from the inside out. So if it vanishes, it's irrelevant. It means nothing. I hinge nothing to it. It's the illusion it always was. I manifested it into reality, and I can manifest it right back out. Oh, that's really funny. As soon as I was saying that, they were showing, what's that? What? Say it again. They said something about, I'm your mother. I gave you birth. I gave you life. I can take it away. Right? It is that idea. It's like our creation. It's like we can create it. We can destroy it. Because we are in charge of it all. Which is the same idea as all of our beliefs, right? We're creating all of our beliefs and we're destroying all of our beliefs. It's like we're utilizing them for when it's beneficial for us and just discarding of them when it's not. Which again, there's a fine line with that, right? Depending on where you are in your journey, if you're just making excuses, what I'm saying is not that. I'm saying it's like, it's almost like a belief is almost like a goal, right? You believe this, you get to this goal, but then you realize now you've outgrown that. So you have to remove that old belief. It's no longer serving you. It's now keeping you stuck and stagnant. So now you have to bust through that and create a new one. I'm not saying use beliefs at your convenience to excuse your behavior if it's not coming from your heart space. I'm not saying that. So it's like, again, I think that's what they're trying to show me, where, before you didn't have that discernment. And so it would have hurt, and it did hurt, and you did get destroyed a lot, and you did have confusion and delusion. And now that you've cleared up that confusion and delusion, you no longer have to believe that old rhetoric. It's like still holding on to that rhetoric of you can't have that, or that's taboo, or that's wrong, or that hurt. It's like, no, you already went through that understanding. You've already removed that. I still can't verbalize it as well, but I think you heard it. I think you can hear it. I think I can hear it, but I do feel like I need like a little bit further clarity. But, because I was just going to say, what is it? Just like a little residual that's still shaking out, but I get irritated with that because I feel like I've been saying that. I feel like that little residual sure the fuck has been hanging on. What's the problem? Or is that does always seem to be the case for me. Every time I bust through a new level, that old residual seems to be, it's like the last 5 pounds always is like the most challenging. It's like, shake that motherfucker off. What the fuck? You'd think I'd get used to that pattern or cycle by now, because that is, yeah. And so I guess, when that occurs, it's the idea of, okay, well, so stop focusing on that last remaining 5 and continue focusing on what you desire and your new beliefs and keeping them strong and dominant. Right? It's like you start to give power to the last 5% versus focusing on the 95%, all of a sudden the 5% is going to grow to 10, 15, 20. And it's like, whoa. Now we are going backwards. Slow your roll. This is a long one, and I still am agitated. What is it? Part of it's because I don't even know the fuck I came on. That's part of my agitation. What was it? What was it? You were showing me something with, alignment. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So if the goal is always to stay in one's alignment, so then he was seeking outside himself. So he fell from his alignment and falling from his alignment to get outside himself, even with good intentions, though. That's why I think maybe that's why I'm sad. Or maybe it's just what I believe. It's like, or maybe it's just what I want to believe. Right? It's like a love so deep between two that they'll fall from their own alignment. But that's toxic. That's not, it's like, oh boy. What is my problem? What's the problem? It's like, so you have to stay in your alignment. Yeah. And you can't see anybody who's not doing it. And you can't think that anything outside of you is going to satisfy inside of you. You have to fill up from the inside, and then the outside can add to it. Yes, we know all of this. But I guess it was then putting too much weight into that add-on. It's like he was then adding too much weight to the add-on. So it is that the balancing of the scales had come unbalanced because he fell from his alignment. He started to put her above him. He focused on what he was lacking versus what he had. If he kept focusing on what he had and the good of it, then they would have been able to sync up. Okay, you know what? Enough for today. I'm tired, but I think I got it. I know. I hear you. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.